Hey, I'm Victory, your boss. Welcome to BotEngage Walk-through and Monetization. Just as was promised, to give you a thorough walkthrough of BotEngage and, of course, to take you on a step-by-step several angles with which you can truly monetize your BotEngage. BotEngage is one powerful tool which I'm personally excited about because I use it about all my marketing activities. And BotEngage is a revolutionary tool which has really come to solve real-life marketing challenges. Most persons have challenges in striking a conversation. And just like you already know, psychologically proven that if you can strike a conversation with a total stranger, then you have a certain control over the stranger. So with BotEngage, it allows you to engage with total strangers that are visiting your website for the first time. And you are not just giving this strangers or this prospect content to read and consume. You are actually engaging them by striking a conversation. And once they engage with you and could engage with your conversation, you already have control over them, meaning you can actually get them to buy whatever you put before them. That's the power behind BotEngage. So once again, welcome to the BotEngage family. I'm super excited to have you on board as a happy user of BotEngage, and I'm so assured that my support team will give you all that you require to get successful with BotEngage. So what do you stand to get from this training? While this training lasts, you're going to get the entire content flow for BotEngage, creating an in-page bot, creating a chat bot, creating a modal bot, create a video bot, and of course how to position and make money using BotEngage. All of these you must have been familiar with already, having gone through the in-app training, but I want to take out this time to personally walk you through some of the elements you find on BotEngage and how you can go about doing your designs. A complete walkthrough on the app, and thereafter on the monetization angle, I'm going to specifically state some aspects of your monetization you should be focusing on so as to make your investment on BotEngage worthwhile. Of course, everyone expects 100% return on investment. With BotEngage, I can assure you, you can make even more than 1000% return on investment with BotEngage if you do monetize all that I'll be exposing to you in this training. All right, so let's get on further to see how you can create Inpage Bot just within your web page. This is quite awesome. Let's now switch over to our web browser. So already on our BotEngage dashboard which you're already familiar with, and I believe before now you're already familiar with where you can find some relevant menus that will help you to get along with BotEngage. When you scroll down, you're going to find some resource menus. You can see the training. You can also see the frequently asked questions, and if there are bonuses you've not accessed, you can click on next to access the bonuses. And depending on which of the funnel you got into, you can also get access to our VIP Academy, where you get to learn more with the use of BotEngage. Right to your left pane right here, you can also find supporting menus, which takes you straight on to your Inpage Bot. And you also get your chat bot, you get to see your Modal bot, you get to see your video bot, which gives you an interactive video engagement. And you also have my landing pages. You also get to see the done for your bots templates, and of course done for your landing pages. You get to see your leads, and of course you can also see other integrations. So with integrations, you can get to see your mailing apps which you can connect to. You can also get to see your analytical apps, which has to do with your Google Analytics, your Facebook Pixel Analytics. You can get it connected. You can also get your mailing apps connected, get response, send you active campaign, send link, market hero, Mailchimp, and of course ConvertKit, and the entire general list. You can get it there. You can also get access to our support link. By leads, you can get to see all the leads you've built over time using your BotEngage. You can also get to see our done for you landing pages depending on your funnel which you got Done for you landing pages helps to give you a quick start to any of the designs you have in mind. If you're looking at internet marketing, you have collections on internet marketing. If you're looking at diabetes free report to build leads, you can see designs. If you're just looking at having a thank you page, muscle building, goes down to weight loss, confirmations, you have weight loss, and it goes on and on. You get to see more and small businesses. You have to see on the root thank you page. As you scroll down, you get to see a product choice page and info page. The list just keeps on going. You can also get to see done for your bots templates. On done for your bots templates, you have a whole lot of collections around here, and they're already categorized into the types of bots and the categories: e-commerce, food, education, coaching, healthcare. Goes down to hospitality, recruitment, and agency. You can also get to see our landing pages. This gives you a quick use to our landing pages where you can build from scratch, or you could choose to create from template. And once you hit to create from template, you'll get to see a whole lot of template collections, which I showed you earlier. All you need to do is to click on this dotted menu at the top, and you can preview, or you could choose to use this. And once you use it, you can customize it however you want. The next section has to do with our done for your bot template. So depending on your subscription, you can also view this done for your bot, and you export it to use. Once you click on it, you see preview or you use. Once you apply it, you see it right there. And you can see my landing pages. This has to do with your personal landing pages which you've created. So you get to see it right there. So my landing pages, you can also get to see that which you've created. And if you want to create from scratch, you get to see how a landing page looks like. Right, so right here on our landing page, you can drag and drop blocks when you are designing. So on the design, this looks quite simple. You can see all the controls. You can design for desktop view, or you could switch the design for mobile view, and your screen sizing will adjust accordingly. So if we leave it for desktop view, you can also get to see a save. You can see a preview. You can see building from scratch. You can see your templates, which you can pick from. Now, if you hit on template, it shows you the several design options you could work with. And the blocks, if you speak from scratch, what it means is you will go ahead to build your own grid system. You build your blocks, each of your blocks how you want your designs to be. But if you build from template system, it means that if you want a content, you can just pick content, and you select from any of the template content design flow that best satisfies your need. You can go ahead to select. If you're looking at section, if you're looking at downloads, you can see several block contents on download, which you can just pick, drag and drop, and it satisfies the need. You can also come back here. If you're looking at video block contents, you can look at these and pick any of the design that best fit your need. You just pick, drag and drop it, and it fills the need there. So let's say you're looking at this right here. You could just pick this and drag and drop it there, and it fills the need right there. So it's going to populate this space, giving you your pre-design you're looking at. Great. So this already forms what we're looking at. So you can pick the title header right there, and of course insert whatever video you want to insert. You can see the control properties right there, having selected a video. So you could have a YouTube video URL, or you could have a Vimeo YouTube URL. And you can of course apply any style changes you're looking at. You can also get to clone these, or you can also get to reset all of these. So coming back to your templates which you have here, you can also get to see that of emailing, slide down emailing. You see the content flows here you can work with. Slider, you see slider options you can work with. If you're looking at steps, you can see the steps that comes with workflow you may want to set up here. You also get to see the text grids, whichever one best fit your need. All you need to do, pick and select and drag and drop. So we also have the benefit right there. You can see benefit that has different content grid which you could work with. They have portfolios, they have photo galleries which you could work with. And coming down, you have testimonials, blogs, whichever one that fits your design, you can select and drop it for use. You also have the theme collection, and of course you have the navigation if you want to build a design that comes with navigation. So that's just a quick overview with our landing pages. All of these will be playing along with it as we build our bots, because while building bots you need of course a page which you can insert your bot into. But the interesting truth is you don't really need all of these landing pages if you already have a website running. And like it is positioned for this particular walkthrough, we are looking at monetizing services. And if your client does have a website, which your client or your prospect, let me use the term prospect, your prospect does have a website which he necessarily does not need a new design, but you are positioning yourself that with your BotEngage tool you can take his business flow to a different engagement level, something quite different, something he has not experimented before. So with BotEngage, you can actually work with his existing website. But where your prospect does not have a website, then it will be nice for you to now leverage on the landing pages you have here. So we'll now be going back to our BotEngage platform where we'll be doing first bot design, which is so for bot design flow we're looking at is creating an in-page bot. So creating an in-page bot, we can come here and say create in-page bot, or we could come the first main icon you have here, in-page bot. So once you hit on it, it takes you to the in-page bot page. Now on the in-page bot page, on the section, you can actually select whichever one you want to work with and create. If you've already created, you'll find it listed here. So if you're creating for the first time, I can just come here and say create new. So for this campaign name, I could just call this first conversation, because BotEngage is designed to allow you to trigger a conversation with your first time visitor or a returning visitor to your website or to any of your web presence page. So let's just call this, I'm calling this first conversation. Right, I'm just calling this the first conversation campaign. And of course you could give your campaign whatever image poster or gallery build you want. I can just come over, pick any. I can just sales, I think I have something on sales, whichever does fit my design flow. I can just pick it and it inserts it. So this represents my first conversation I'll be having. Right, so once you do that, all you need to do is hit and continue. So once you hit and continue, the next thing is to create your bot name and your bot avatar, that is your bot photo. So your bot name here could just be Miss Jane. It could just be Miss Jane, so you could have it as Miss Jane. And your avatar here, you could just have whatever photo you may want to have there. I think I have something on Jane. Right, so could just have this in Jane, and we have that inserted. Great. So and I have a bot name Miss Jane, and of course I'm having Miss Jane photo on this bot design. So you're already customizing this, really making this to have a real human feel, though it is a bot behind it that is running the entire system. But you are trying to calm the nerves of your first time visitor who is visiting and feeling that everything is just working out seamlessly. Of course, that is why it is an AI system. So I hit and continue. Right and continue. At this point, you have the option to select your chat background. So whatever background you want to work with is especially important, since this is an in-page design, that whatever page you'll be working with, you try to understand the color blend of the page. You can go check out the color blend of the page so that you could pick a color blend that fits the page you want to use this on, so that it will not really go off the design flow. So let's say we have something like this right there. So I have this as my background design. And if you want to use a bot style, you can then come over and say you want to use this on your bot style design. So whichever flow that does best fit your design flow, you could check it up and apply it. So once you use that, you've set up a style. If you also want to set up a background, you can then come over and set up any image that does fit your background. So you could set it there and it does fit in. But if of course this is not quite necessary, you can let it go. You can turn off background if it's not quite necessary, but this you can do set it up. So whatever the design is, you can also search for other design background images you could work with. Let's just look out for digital. So search at something related to digital. Right, with something related to digital, you could see collections of photos where you could work with. You can just select any of that and it applies to my background. If I do really need to use this, so I can use that, or I can turn off my background. So for now, I'm turning off my background. It's not quite necessary at this time, so I turn it off. I can then come over and say continue. So it processes my Inpage Bot design. So Inpage Bot design is designed into elements which is categorized under the build tab. Of course, all the considerations we've done before we got to this page, you can also come over to configure to get it done. When you get to core, on the core you get to see all the sections we've set up. You can see a BotEngage. You can also turn off the hide powered by BotEngage. If you set this, it's going to remove the powered by BotEngage, really making it look unique. And you can also get to see the templates which we've worked with in your bot style. You can see the chart style which we work with. You can also see the bubble styles. You can change it however you want it. You can also work on the send button style gradients you want to work with. You can also look at your choice button styles. So all of this you appreciate it when we just do a test design. So coming back to build, we have the elements that say something. Of course, saying something, it's strike a conversation, trigger a conversation. That is what the say something implies. Then you have your text with choices, design options. You have your text with call to action, design options. Then you have questions if you're asking questions. You have questions with multi choices. You have response, which is your response you're expecting from your prospect or from your visitor on your site. There you have elements as full name, which specifies the full name of whoever is interacting with your bot. Then you have the age section if you're getting to inquire about the age of whoever is engaging with your bot, the gender, and if you're requesting for an email. All of these helps to validate this content so as to be sure that whoever is interacting with your bot, it does provide gender options, or does provide a valid email format content, or does provide a valid phone number content. Same also applies with address, and you can also set up appointment. You can also embed a video, you can embed an audio, you can also embed a URL, social media, image gallery, image with choices, and you can see the option to jump to a step, whichever step you want to flow. So let's say we are commencing our conversation with say something. Once you click on it, it applies the element to it. So we need to type our message. So depending on your campaign structure, depending on what you want to promote, be it the product, be it the service. So let's say you are promoting BotEngage itself because this is the primary tool you now have. So you could commence with something like, hey, do you bother about getting your first time visitors to engage with you and buy whatever you offer? Of course, this question you're asking right here, you could also drop some symbols here, whichever one does fit your design options. You could also check categories of your mnemonics you want to use and use them accordingly. So you could have several options you can work with. You can see all of these designs. So once you apply that, the next action you look at go next, go to step. So I could just say go next. So on go next, I save this. Right, so the next option you're looking at is either text with choices or text with call to action. So if you do select text with call to action, you get to see your text with call to action here with the option to add your choices right there. You can also compare with other elements you have with here which may fit what you're looking at. But of course, we're looking at text. We're looking at the text with call to actions. So right here, we can do the same thing right here and add our choices down there. So instead of what we have at the top here, I can down copy this right here and reformat this flow. I could copy this out, come back to make this the element I want to work with. So I could have this right there. Right, so once I save this, I can come over to turn this off. Say yes, delete. So once I turn this off, all I need to do is add my choices right there. So I could come add my choices. So my first choice, I'm saying so I'm picking the option, go to next, and I'm saving this. So I could add another choice. So my choice to say, yeah, but I have no idea. Right? So you can state this there. And on your action, you could also have an action of going to the next step or downloading a file. So we could just say, go next, and hit and save the choices right there. So depending on whatever options you have here and what you want to show to the user, let's say I want to give a quick demo of how BotEngage does work. So at this point, I can then come over to display a video. So depending on the option the user is going with, I have the option, yeah, but I have no idea yet. I really care about it. Say, hey, do you bother about getting your first time visitor to engage with you and buy whatever you offer? So you say, yeah, but I have no idea. Yes, I really care about it. So you could say, yeah, but I have no idea. So the next you could now add is, you could add a video. Maybe you have a demo you want to show to the user. Okay, let's turn this. I think I just added that wrongly. Let's take this out. Let's do that again. So take this out, then we're scrolling down. We want to add a video element because we want to show a demo. I could say, okay, if somebody clicks this, I'm going to connect all of this together so you get to see how it flows. So yeah, but I have no idea. So all I need to do, please type your question here. So just say, hey, here it's a quick demo video I think would really help out. Right, so all I need to do is to put my video ID. So I want to just quickly pick up my YouTube video ID and insert there. So right here I have my video ID, so I'll just drop my video ID in there and I'll hit and save. Right, so I have my official BotEngage demo video right there showing, say, hey, here's a quick demo video I think will really help out. So that's if our visitor did click on yeah, but I have no idea, I want to step this out. And now if I'm looking at yes, I really care about it. Now I want to further take this user down to a section where I'm looking at getting this user to, of course, provide me his name, his email address so that I can further re-engage or further sell out my BotEngage services to this user. So I'm looking at now, say, yeah, I really care about it. So the next section I'm looking at, it's getting his name. Or I could just say his email address. So just say his email address next. So once you get that, I have the element for email address dropped in there. So it could just come down here and check this out. So since email address provision is just provided at the top, I need to say something that comes up along with this. So let's just say something. So I have my say something, which I can then drag to the top to come down here. So could just drag this up down here. So I could have it here. I could just say edit. So once I hit an edit, all I need to say, how bro, you provide us with your email address to allow us personally guide you into a revolutionary system that has just been launched. Okay, so you can see that, and your action, you could say go to next or go to step. So on your step right here, I already have my email selected because I have my email set there already. So I could just say save. But once done with design, you can then map all the elements you have in there. So I already have this. Once it's done, it should come bring in my email. So it does bring in my email. Now once it does bring my email, next is I could just say, once email is fixed right there, the next I can of course edit this. You have your email stated there, right? So I could say something again. Just say something, and I drop it in there. So something here, I say, hey, your full name will help us personalize our guide to tailor your need. So kindly provide us with your name below. Right? So please kindly provide us the name below. So we'll have to save this. So the next section and put in full name. So you have it full name. So the bot is already getting too big. So I'm going to close this out here. And the next section, I'm going to say just about thank you after everything has gone. So I could just say thank you. So I could just say something again, and I say, could just say thank you for your time. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Really means a lot to us. So we could just add a smile. Just add a smile right there. Right, so I want to have these at the end right here. Have right there, and your action could just be end. So you save that. So I could have end, or I could also come down here to pick the element end at this point and drop it in there. Right, so let's go back to the top and check up our flow. Now our flow, we are saying when this person say yeah, but I have no idea, it should be brought to the video. So I could say, hey, here's a quick demo video to check out. So I could just say, go to next step, choose a step. The next step is video. Right, so let's say So providing the video, so have the video there, so I've saved it. Right, so hey, it's a quick demo video. I think this will really help out. Right, so already set a video there. Right, great. So we've set that out. So right here, if the user does say yes, I really care about it, we're saying what step should the user go to. So we're saying go to next step, and we're looking at saying, how about you provide us with your email address to allow us personally guide you into a revolutionary system. This user wants more, so we are further taking this user down the funnel line. So once he clicks on it, it's coming down here. He provides us with his email address. I will provide you email address. And right on this step, we've already linked it up to our email, and that flows. So at this point, we're saying that we're not requesting for a full name. Full name will help. So once it does provide his full name, we're now going to the next step, which has to do with the name. So it provides us with full name at this steps, and we save it up too. Alright, great. So at this point, we've successfully created all the flow right there. So once you're done with all of this flow, you can then come back, inspect your design, and see if there's something else you need to set up right here. So let's say after the video you want to add something else, you can then come over and hit on next step. So if after your design you want to keep an option where the user may want to explore what each of these menu offers him or her, then you can use the jump to step function. So jump to step function here, assuming the user has gotten to this point, you can then come to jump to step. And at this point, what you're saying, it's having shown the video, I could say go to next step. What step is he looking at the CTA, so that he can pick another option if he has gotten to this level. So once you're done, all you need to do is hit on save. Once you've hit on save, you can then come back, see your first conversation. You can then come to preview, you can install, you can share, you can see your start. So let's preview what we've done. So right here, this is our preview, which shows, hey, do you bother about getting your first time visitors to engage with you and buy whatever you offer? Yeah, but I have no idea. Yes, I really care about it. So let's say, yeah, but I have no idea. So if the user does pick this up, it now says, hey, here's a quick video guide to help you. So it does present the video to us. So how about you provide us with your email address to allow us personally guide you into a revolutionary system. So once you scroll down and do provide your email, so you could have an email that says mac@spence.net. Alright, so I hit and send this. So it receives that. Next it says, hey, your full name will help us personalize your guides to tailor your needs. So kindly provide us with full name. So I could just say Mac Spence. Alright, I provide that. And this follows out, says, thank you for your time. It really means a lot to us. Right, great. So we've successfully gotten this done right there. Now our next step is not showing because we ended our campaign with the last one. So say go to next. So if you come over to edit your campaign, or you can now come over and say edit. So this is the last campaign you want to edit. This is the last step we want to edit, so that it sees your jump start. So we're saying go next. So it goes next and you hit and save. Right, so you save this out. You can then come back to refresh your preview. So my preview, I'm doing something. It provides the video and it gives us the end flow. Request for name and email again. So name, I'm saying Jones at marquee.com. Provide that. Next it asks for the name. Right, so we provide name here. So we could just say Jones Hills. Provide the full name. And of course it says thank you, and it jumps to the next step. Great, so can you see it? say, hey, do you bother about getting first step? And if I say yes, I really care about it, it's going to jump straight to the other option which we've created. So if you say yes, I really care about it, so it provides the flow for us. So this is how you go about setting up your bot. Now with this bot you've set up now, you can then consider having your bot installed, and of course sharing your bot. Once you share your bot, it does pretty the same flow for getting leads for you. So you could choose to just share it across Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, WhatsApp, Pinterest, Reddit, Google, as well as send us an email, and it will also go virally to gather leads for you. You can also get back to build whatever you want to build, or you could still preview it. If you hit uninstall, you're also going to see an option to install the SDK code, the embed code, and of course use a landing page to share your campaign. So once you select this, you can find the options for which you can use to preview this. So once you do that, here's a unique link to your chatbot. Simply share it with your users' social media, contact pages, or business cards. So this is already embedded on the page. You can also choose to customize it further by adding your logo, adding your image, and it goes. So it will come down to of course change this for you and give you a nice design for you to engage with your public. So that's how you go about creating an in-page design. I can quickly copy this out to install on a WordPress site to quickly show you how this goes. So let me go back to sharing this. Let's go back to our Inpage Bot. So back to our Inpage Bot, looking at the number of leads we've gotten. So clicking right here, choosing install. So my install, it says you must have access to page template source. I could just copy this to install. So you must have access to your page template source. You also can set this up. So if I say SDK, you can either go with JavaScript, Shopify, WordPress, PretaShop, BigCommerce, or AmeriCommerce. If you also go back, you have the embed code, which also does all of this for you. You can see the JavaScript code. If you go with WordPress, you define how you want your design to look like. So I can just come down here and say copy, and it says testing code was copied successfully. So the script which I just copied, I want to add it to my WordPress blog site here. And on this WordPress blog site, I of course mentioned that I want to insert an HTML. So we could just take this out, and you can see custom HTML which you could add. So I've just added a custom HTML. I can also come down here and of course remove this blog and have this new blog I have here, just to show you how I got that. I can just paste this up there. So once I paste it, all I need to do is to update this, and once it's updated, I can come over to say view post. So you see right on the post, all I need to do is scroll this up, and once you scroll it up, you can see right in page we have our bot system working. So I could just say, hey, I have no idea. So once I click on it, our section is already working right inside the page. So that's really the beauty of working with BotEngage. So you engage right on the go. You don't need to care about what kind of opt-in forms you need to set up to allow you to effectively grab leads. With BotEngage, you design on the fly using the drag and drop system. So that's that. With embed code is quite easy, but if you want to work with SDK code for other sites, you get to see that for SDK code you have to see how to install. You have some jobs you need to do here. Log into your WordPress admin, go to appearance, add this to your footer and theme. This could be a little challenging if you're not techie. So this approach which I just showed you, it's quite easy, which you can do for any client. You don't need to be that techie, understanding all of the codes required. No. So you just copy and paste it. Now this is quite unique because you'll be requiring these for clients who may have WordPress or may have Shopify. Once you get to that section, I'm also going to show you how you can position all of these clients to get some of these services done for them, and you could promote yourself online as a professional who has come in, who has stepped in to help them solve their engagement challenges. Of course, there are several businesses out there, even though they may have an online presence, but they have problem converting, they have problem engaging. So with a BotEngage, you stand a chance to positioning them to help them increase the conversion, to help them increase the engagement with an all new technology you have with you. So the next we're looking at is creating a chatbot engage with the old chat style system. So that's what we're looking. So I can come over and say create a chatbot. This is pretty the old system that you've always known, and like this system goes, it also helps you to initiate a conversation or trigger a conversation. It's pretty the same flow, the same design flow, just like we had with what's it called, just like we had with our Inpage Bot system. So let's just say first conversation. So we'll just have it like that. Conversation, right? So you can also still change your poster to whatever you want it to be. I think we still have something right here we could use, so you can change this to this, and you have it displayed right there. You can continue, or you continue. Let's still have this as let's have this as Jane, and I can change my bot here. I'm still looking for Jane. Let's use this Jane. Right, so we have stated there. We have our image stated, and you can alternate how you want your online status to show or respond immediately, and you can also check your widget position if you want it left or you want it right. So let's leave it right for now, and you hit on continue and continue. You can of course change your header color, your header background color, your user bots, how you want them to show. You can just leave it at what it is there, and you can have background image if you want to have one. You can of course when you get to configure, remove the powered by BotEngage, like you can see it below right there. So in this case, I can just say hey. I could just come and say something, and the same design flow goes. You could also ask the same question there. Again, because I'm asking a question I want them to react to, I don't just want to use say something. So I want to copy this text, get another element down here, which is text with CTA. So I'm taking this out, get it out here, on this right there, I drop a message right there, and I come over to add our choices. On our choice 1, add in choice 1, so we're saying yes right here. Say yes. So would you like to 10 times your sales in less than 7 days? And I'm not saying either go to next or download the file. So I could say go to step if you want to. So at this point, I could just say go to next, and I say yes. And you could have another choice. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you mean. Alright, so we could just have not sure what you mean. So action here, I'll just leave that good. We go to next. So we're saying if it does say yes, what is required. If it does say yes, I could say your email right there. I could just see your email. So if you say yes, provide us with your email. Or I could add say something first before an email. So if it says yes, I could say something before an email. So we'll have the design flow right there. So say something before an email. So you can see I'm taking you through the design process, how you try to know the steps engage. I do not just copy and paste all of this, because I'm trying to let you see the entire design process, the thinking dots you need to put in place to come up with an effective design. All right, so please type a message right here. I can just say kindly provide us with your email to allow us take you there. So action, I can just say go next, or save right there. So once I save, I can now provide email right here. So I come over to provide email. Right, so we have email right there. So once after email, I could say your name. I could request a name. So at this point, I'm not saying please allow us to address you by your name. Can you mention your name below? Right, so we hit on save. So the next section will be using the full name element. Of course, you could use editing age depending on what campaign you are designing. So I've just set up the design flow right there. But what if the user did mention not sure about what you mean? So if the user did mention not sure about what you mean, I can then say, okay, let's provide a further video guide. So I could come over here to provide a video guide for the user. If it does say something else, I can provide a video guide right there. And I can also provide a download file once you're done. So at this point, let's start connecting, and let's stop our design flow there. We've also seen how it looks like. So let's say if you say yes, what happens if you say yes? Hey, would you like 10 times this? And I say yes. So my yes, I'm saying go to next step, and the next step you're saying is kindly provide us with your email to allow us to take you there. So I say yeah. So I've saved that. The user gets to this point, kindly provide us with your email to take you there. So what action am I expected? Go step, and we're saying provide your email. Provides his email. Let's provide his email. Please allow us to address you by your name. So once it provides this, next, which is his full name, provides his full name, right? So once it provides his full name, we can of course end it here. Once it provides his full name, we have his full name right there, so you can end it right there. And when it comes to the video here, you can now say here it's a quick video guide to show you more. So you're expected to provide your YouTube. So I provide it down there, and I say save. Alright, so once you're done doing all of these, all you need to do, hit on save as well. So once you hit on save, you successfully design your chatbot. So I can come down here and say preview. So once you hit on preview, you have the chat icon showing right here. So once you click on it, it comes up with a message, hey, would you want to 10 times your sales in less than 7 days? Not sure what you mean. If you hit on not sure what you mean, okay, this comes up with this flow. We've not set this flow, that's why we're having this. So we can go back to set this flow so that we get it right. So all you need to do, come back, edit. So I come back at date, we're saying once a user clicks this, it should go to next step, and next step we're looking at is the video, right? So hit and save. So hit and save again. I can now come down here to say preview. So in my preview, I have a chatbot flow here. So if you say not sure what you mean, it should give us a quick video guide. So it watches a quick video guide and you see everything showing right inside your chatbot. So it stops it there. And let's say the user, let's pause it there. Let's say the user did say yes. If it says yes and it comes through the flow, kindly provide us your email. So you have it here, Kinky J, that's gmail.com, and you hit and go. You forward say to the access of his name. You could say Kinky J, and yeah, you have it sent down there, and it goes. It shows the last video guide, so you can always see how the chat flows. So that's how you go about making all of these designs. And the same thing also applies if you want to install it. You can of course choose the embed code, the SDK code, or the landing page option. So in the SDK code, if you come down to WordPress, you then have to go to install this on the footer theme within the paste the BotEngage code before the close of the body tag at the bottom, and click update file to save changes. So you copy the whole of this and add it right down there. So that's how you go about setting up the chatbot, just like you've seen us do. The next section we'll be looking at creating a modal bot. A modal bot engage in all new way. So that's what we'll be looking at and see how it looks like. So this we can achieve when you come down here to Modal Bot. So in Modal Bot we have nothing there yet, so you can just come to create new. So in create new, we're still saying first campaign, first conversation. You can also change your bot image. Let's see how it sells right here. Let's use this. Show how it's saved there, and all you need to do, hit and continue to process that. So it takes us to a model bot builder. So right here on a model design, I could also comment with saying something. So in saying something, I could just have this as my text header. You can remove what you want to remove. You could also come down here. You get to see your core design, which has a message, your font, your design flow, and your next button continue. So I could just say, hey, here it's a quick demo video on an all new technology to drive insane leads and sales. Right, so if you have it there, you can choose whatever font you have in mind to work with. Or you can just come over and have this as Vanguard script, and you can check your text size to what you want it to be. And if you have a text color you want to work with, you can have it right there. You set it however you want it to be. Then you can have your slide background color. You can also change your text button however you want it. So I have it saved right there. I can also come back here to check all of that. You can work on your button styles, whichever one you want to. If you want to increase the radius, you can click and drag and it changes the radius. You can see the edges right here. You can also see about border style. If you want to have it dotted, you can have it there. So I could just have this saved. So once I have this saved, I can hit and continue, and it continues to the next setup which I want. But at this point I want to add a video, so I could just come right there and hit on add video. So in my video right there, I can then come over to select, and I'll also do the same thing, check my call message. You can also come down there and drop what I've dropped earlier, or drop my video. So because I had in mind a drop in video, I can also come down here to edit this text I had here to take off what I wanted to drop earlier and have it as a video message. So once I select this, I see my control. I can drop my message which I have here. Of course, I need to apply my font, which we use. This is Banga. Font size is 35. And of course, text color we have it as this. Okay, that's it. So the continue text is okay at what it is. Then my button style, I can increase the border size, increase the border radius. Of course, I hit on save. So I can come over to delete this. I don't want this anymore. Just delete it off. So once I delete this, I can still come down to select so as to set my video. So let's scroll down. Check it out. Let's see my button styles. I can hit and save. So once it's done here, the next I can just come add an opt-in. So my opt-in, you can also select and hit on settings. You can see your core settings here. You can have a message set there. So you can also set your font size, set a message right there, and set the message you want there. You can minimize these, check your text, enter your name, enter your email, next continue. Then you have your autoresponder. You can select which of your autoresponder. If you want it local, you save it as local, and you can set your email limits depending on which of the setups you've used. You can see your form style. You can also work on your button styles, increasing your radius right here. So increase your radius. So once you're done, you hit and save as well. So we've gotten all of these. You have other elements you can work with. You can ask for full name, you can ask for age, ask for gender, ask for email like we did, ask for address. You can of course say thank you. So right here you can see the option to say thank you. You can just select this and here with your course setup right there. Thanks for the additional information. We'll take this into account before contacting you. So you could just leave it the way it is right there. So to add video to this section, you need to switch on to your design flow. Go to videos, and on videos you can of course switch your videos you want to use and apply whatever video you want or you have in mind there to set in this category to use. So once you select this, you can pick whichever videos you want and that video will apply right in there. So if you have other videos you have in mind to work with, you can also do selected. And once you have it there, you can save it up. So once you save it up, you can of course come to preview your modal design. So you could have it as preview. So you have your modal design showing here, and the videos already playing, so you can have it shown there. And when you hit on continue, you can come over to fill up your details, so you can have it as Catherine, and you have your mail here, gmail.com. Right, so hit and continue, and it gives you the thank you page which you've set up. So this gives you a modal flow. Once you come back here, you can of course see your options to have this installed. So you have your embed code which you can copy, and you have your landing page. Your embed code gives you a more unique flow which you can use. So once you have this, you can copy it out, so just like you have right there. And once taken to your WordPress environment, this is how it will look like. So at this point, we want to add a new blog. So come down here and say custom HTML. We drop it right there, and of course we update. So we want to view post. So I can see the video right here showing, and if you hit on continue, you have your modal right there which you require to fill your details. So you could have it as Harleen, you could have Harleen at the Yahoo. So you can continue right there, and you can have your modal showing right inside here, and you thank you. So that's exactly how you go about with your designs. So far you've gotten 2 leads for this particular design. So in the next flow, we'll be looking at our video designs. So we're considering creating video bots, engage in all new way. To get on our video design, we hit on video bots. So on the video bots, you can see we have no video bots. You can now come over to create new, and create new. Let's just call this first video campaign. Right, so we could have an image picked from here, or have something that sells as well. So we could just have this shown there. Right, so have it there. We'll just have to hit on continue. Right, so you're expected to provide your YouTube video, open your Dropbox, or you just upload a video to create your interaction. So let's create a YouTube video. So here's a YouTube video that has to do with BotEngage demo as well. So once I have it there, I can of course come over. I want to be sure got this right. Alright, so we can now hit on continue. So it processes it. So at this point, all you need to do, you can play your video. So whatever section of the video you have, you can then pause it up, and at this point you can add whatever element you want to add. You have say something option, you have ask a question with choices, ask a question with image choices, add an opt-in, add a video, ask for full name, then ask for age, ask for gender, ask email, all of that. So you could just say, let's just say something, right there. I have my modal showing at this point, so I could just come down at my call setup here. I could say this is an all new technology. Will you mind knowing more about this? Right, so you could just work with any font style you like. You could work with any font size you want to go with, and of course you can set whatever background color you want, and your button style for continue you can always adjust your background. If you want to set any background color, you can set it out there so that it enters the eye more. You can set the text color to whatever you want, border color. Once you're done, hit and save. So it says this is an audio technology. If you'd like to know more about this, and you hit and continue. If you switch on design, you get to see if you want to use images or you want to use GIF to add up here. So you could of course use whatever you want to use, and it's going to blur the video you have there. Or you could of course not add anything right there, and that goes off. So you could come down here and say disable background, and that goes off. So once you're back to your build option here, you can play the video back and say I want to add image, right? I want to add something else about this position. At this point I want to add an opt-in, so you could go ahead to add an opt-in right there, and it's going to insert an opt-in page for you. So once you're done, right inside the video you can of course ask for opt-ins. So within your call here, you set whatever message can be fill in your details, right? So we'll also the same, you increase the sizes right there, and you can set the autoresponder to local, or you set whatever autoresponder you have configured already. So once you're done, you hit and save. So at this point, you can then come over to say saving this and previewing my design, so you can add as much element as you may want to. So I've successfully created my first video campaign, so I can come over to say I'm previewing this. So once I hit on play right here, you can see the different point here. My BotEngage elements will be displayed. Great. So we have this already shown right there. If I had saved anything, hit and continue, it goes in playing. If I take my player down to this point, push it out close enough to this point, so you should see our next element popping up. So at this point, we have our next element. You can see it there. We have John at gmail.com. You have it saved there, rather. And your email, so you have it saved there, and you have this is John. Right, so you have this John, so I can just hit and continue, and my video continues playing. So that clearly shows how you can make your video designs. And of course you can come back to see how to install these. The installation also carries the same flow. You have the SDK code, you have your embed code, you have your landing page code. So all of these you can of course see your designs, and you can put in your video libraries the way you want it to go. So come back to our video bots, you get to see that we have one interaction, one leads, and you can always come down here to view all the leads you've gotten through your campaign setup. So those that have name attached to it, you can see all the names assigned to it as well. So these are leads we've gotten through our design flow. So in the next section, we'll be looking at how you can go about monetizing all of this. Alright, so in this section, we'll be looking at how to position and make money using BotEngage. Of course, offering BotEngage services alone has a wide opportunity for you to make money from. And if you want to list the number of BotEngage services you have, coming over to our dashboard here, you see we have quite a collection of our number of services you could be offering for having gotten access to BotEngage. Of course, you already know you can create in-page bots, you can create chat bots, you can create modal bots, you can create video bots. All of these could be seen as a service of its own. So when you talk about the benefit of creating an in-page bot for services or for websites that are already running, you could tell them that you will give them a design that doesn't distort what they already have, but it's going to interact with them right inside of their already running website. It's going to create an engagement. It's going to help them build a relationship with the first-time visitors, and they could also run contact segments, which will also help them to see how to reach out to other segments of their visitors on the site and get to know what they truly need, having run some surveys, having run some questionnaires using the bot design flow depending on the kind of campaign they want to run. You could also give them option for chatbots, which is the traditional way which most sites have deployed. So if they don't have any, you can just tell them that you will design one and embed it on the website for them. And it could also help to promote the services or product or help them to build leads. You could also offer the Modal bot system, which helps to run a different window on the site and engages with their users. You can also introduce them to the video interactive bot system, which is quite intuitive from what other products are doing out there. With the video bot system, you can create interaction on the video at whatever point, and the beauty of it all is that in all of this bot system, you can seamlessly connect it to their already existing website, which could either be a normal HTML script or WordPress, without you having to bother about the scripting code system. So already you have about 4 services you're already offering there. And when you come down to the landing pages is another huge opportunity, because with the landing pages you have several templates, you have several themes you could work with. And interestingly, with the landing pages, you can finish your designs right on the landing pages here, and of course connect it to a custom domain. So let's say you did set up something on weight loss. Let's preview this and see. So this is an interesting website on weight loss, and you design this. You can also choose to add a modal chatbot system right there, or you use the option they already have here. Because it's a client and they may not be really impressed to have the domain showing BotEngage, you have the option right here to connect a subdomain or to connect a custom domain, which will redirect to their own website. So if you're running weight loss services for a client, all you need to do is get on board to get these services for them, and you offer you create a landing page just like it is for them, and with the choice domain you can get it connected, which is an option here that gives you instruction on how to get your custom domain connected. Domains, you can actually purchase domains from Namecheap. Let me quickly show you that. You can come over to Namecheap to purchase a wide range of domain names as requested by your prospect or by your client. So you can come select any kind of domains that you're looking at that you want to give to them. So we could just say weight loss .us. So you can check if that's available, and once it's available, you make the purchase. Once you make the purchase, you can always link it up on the custom domain as shown on your BotEngage. So within you can see wide collections of domains you can work with. You can also filter by other categories shown here, and you see available domains you can pay for. And while paying, there are other free domains you can check if they're available. You can work with right from your Namecheap account right here. Now, in order to help you gain clients, you can leverage on some freelance portals. Some examples of freelance portals you could work with. We have the Fiverr. You could open an account with Fiverr to create a freelance portal. So this is more of a gig site that allows people with skills or services just like you now have for owning BotEngage. And you see the list of services you can be offering, creating of landing pages for or whatever kind of services you may think of, and of course creating of chatbot systems. Now looking at Fiverr, let's just say Inpage chatbot. Let's see if we have something of that. Inpage chatbot, and you come search it up here. Let's see if there are users. Of course, you see this does not exist, so you could just have Inpage Chatbot. You search it out. So you could also become the first gig that will be offering these services. But let's see if we have a chatbot service provider right here. And let's see if that comes over. We have chatbot. So you see, this is quite a new technology which you can of course create the trend for offering such services. So let's see, it says I will create Instagram bots that will chat for you. That's going for $5. Says I will put Telegram chatbot. Says I will set up Facebook Messenger chatbot for many. I will create chatbot, chat virtual agent Facebook, and this is going as far as $100. So you could also come down here to create your own service, to create awareness on Inpage chatbot, Modal chatbot, which will help drive traffic, engagement, and of course sales and leads for any of the clients you've gotten. So you see that this is an open market which has not been saturated. You could start offering services and start making the hell noise out of this, so that you have much clients that will come requesting for you to help you design such services and offer to them. So that's exactly what you can be doing, leveraging on Viper. It's a free account you can open. When you hit on join, you create an account and you can go ahead to create gigs. If you have been following all of my content, you definitely see how you can successfully create a Viper account and of course list your services and design it professionally to attract people who will need your services. So again, we'll be looking at all the section where we can monetize the services. We did mention promoting affiliate product, leveraging on bots and landing pages. Right. So to talk further on this, I'm going to show you what you can be doing to follow up on products, making affiliate sales. Most online businesses model which is high paying today, it's affiliate marketing, which is one of the most high paying, especially when it comes to the digital app industry, which is where I also major on. And one of the powerful tools we use in following up with campaigns or following up with newly released apps like this into the marketplace, it's our calendar we call Muncheye. I'm going to be showing you this directly. So Muncheye is a website that allows you to check up for upcoming product launches, which you can follow up, get access to, and prepare to promote. Now, this is Muncheye, so it's spelled muncheye.com. So once you scroll down, we have a promotion that just kickstarted. That was yesterday, and if you scroll down, you can find it. That's called Lockdown Formula. Okay, yeah, that's it. I can click on this. This is called Lockdown Formula. So if I was to promote this, which commenced yesterday and continue down today, and about 7 days launch, so I can come down here, look out for what we call the JV page. The JV page has instructions on how you can follow up on this promotion and of course get it to as much persons out there. The more sales you make or the more awareness you create for this launch and someone does buy through your link, you can then have a percentage share. So you have 50% share. So imagine having a 50% share for a product you never invested into, you never had any pains of creating it, but just mention it to other people. Come over to template. On template, I'm interested with videos, so I'm just scrolling down to see which of the video format does meet what I want to use for review. So I think this which I used earlier does meet my needs, so I can just drag and drop this. And all I'm going to be doing once this populates, so I have my design right here. I want to take off this logo element. I don't want it, so I take off that. And below here, I can just come down here to edit my text. So just say, make money while could just say, oh, well, okay, COVID-19 lockdown. Could say, discover the proven founder along with my unbeatable bonuses. Right, so once you're done there, the next I'm looking at is to insert my video right here. So I click on this. I have the option for my YouTube video or my Vimeo video. So the video already got from the sales page. I mentioned I downloaded it. So downloaded it and I got it uploaded into YouTube right here. So my YouTube, I want to copy the URL and I say next. I'm saving this up. No, it's not made for kids. So I pick any of the thumbnail and I can just say next. I want to publish this. I'm not adding the screen and I can have it as unlisted and I hit on save. So I have that published already. I can then bring in the design URL right there. So I need to have it in the format shown wash there. So I could just click this up. Once it resolves, I copy the URL. And I have this saved. Come back here, drop my URL right there, and I save it up. Right, great. So I've gotten my design. Next, I need to add what we call a call to action. So I can come over to template, and my template I can look at for call to actions. I can add there. Let's see. Do we have call to actions? We have buttons. Let's see on downloads if we have any section that will function as a call to action. Okay, I think I can use this. I can just use this up. I drag and drop it there, so it populates it. Right, so with this now, I want to quickly edit this up. So to edit it, I just click right here. So once you click it, it shows up the link. All I need to do is click on link, and on this link, I can change my text here to say, get your lock then formula with my bonuses now. Right, so hit it there, and you want to set your URL. So the URL wants to be that which you've gotten from your affiliate page. So this is it. Picking this up, so I copy this URL, and that's what I'm getting down here. I will drop it at the point of this hash here, and I'll hit on save changes. Right, so this does apply. So at this point, you can then come over, click on this tile to further edit. So this I could say, this is the best vaccine. So COVID-19. So for the add, then miss a chance to provide for the family amidst these crises and more financial problems in future. Right, so once you're done with this, all you need to do is to come close this up, get over, save your design. Once you get it saved, all we need to do is to preview it. So once you preview the design, you get to see what we've done. So we can come down here and preview, and it's going to be open on a different page. So right here you can see we already have a landing page and a preview for promoting this product, and once someone clicks on this, it redirects to the set URL. So the set point, someone can then buy from you. And if you want to go further to add your built-in chatbots, in-page chatbot builders, you can then go further to bring that in. So let me quickly show you how you can do so. So right here we can work with this first conversation in-page bot we did, and I can just come down here to edit the bot and of course add our video which we added in between to help out. So I can come down here, change my video UI again, video ID right here. I'm picking a different video ID and bringing it down to insert right here. So once I insert that, I've gotten a new video. Okay, I can just change a bit of this, so you can do that at your own time, but we want to get this installed on our design page. That's a landing page. So I've edited and changed that video. I want to add our in-page builder, so I click on install. Install right there. I can work with embed code, or I could come down here, work with SDK. So my SDK, I'm copying the script right now. So I copy this right here, and I'm going to place this code just before the closing body tag. So I could come over to our in-page design right here. We have it there. So I'll come up, access the code. So just before the closing body, I'll check it out. I can come down here, open another div. Let's see, just create a div right here. So I'll drop it in there, and I'll come down, save it. So once it's saved, I would want to go over to preview. So once you preview, scroll down to check it if that shows up. So right on the screen here, I can scroll down and you can see our in-page bot system here. So if you say I really care and you click this, it takes off the form right there and it goes on and on. I can also say, yeah, but I have no idea. It will still bring back this video for us to preview. So you can see the video right in there, which you can watch, and you can scroll back and hit on your lockdown formula. So that's exactly how you can play around with all you have from BotEngage, using it to monetize, offering bot services that you can of course leverage on freelance portals to make your awareness known, to have much persons to come to learn about your services you're offering. You can also go ahead to offer landing page services which you build, and you can put all of these services together to also promote affiliate offers which you can make real money for yourself, building review pages, embedding it in video. I've just shown you a quick way which you can get that done. So once again, I want to say thank you for staying put while this entire walkthrough process lasted. So thank you for staying calm.